The Ferrari badge alone stirs the soul, synonymous with speed, legacy, and unapologetic extravagance. But in a world now flooded with overhyped, digitally tuned performance machines, the 2025 Ferrari SF90 makes a statement that few dare attempt. I am the future, and I still bleed pure Ferrari. The SF90 isn't just another hypercar trying to impress with numbers. It's Ferrari's bold declaration that even in an age of electrification, emotion and raw driving spirit still matter. But with a price tag hovering around $500,000, you've got to wonder, does it actually deliver the experience worthy of such weighty expectations? Or is it simply another pretty face cashing in on a famous name? From the moment you lay eyes on the SF90, you know this car isn't playing games. Every angle, every sculpted surface, every vent has a purpose, yet it's all wrapped in that signature Ferrari elegance that turns heads without needing to scream. It looks fast even while standing still. But make no mistake, this car was born to move. Underneath its curvaceous skin lies a twin-turbocharged V8 engine working in concert with 3 electric motors. The result? A jaw-dropping 986 horsepower that launches the SF90 from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 2.5 seconds. That's not fast, that's warp speed. And it's not just the straight-line numbers that dazzle. The SF90 is engineered with insane precision. Adaptive aerodynamics, torque vectoring, and a hybrid powertrain that adjusts in real time make the car feel as if it's reading your mind with every flick of the steering wheel. But raw numbers only tell part of the story. What truly sets the SF90 apart is how it makes you feel when you're behind the wheel. Ferrari could have created a clinical, robotic car with that kind of tech. Instead, they delivered something feral and alive. Step inside, and you're not just in a car, you're in a cockpit. The digital interface is sleek and modern, but there's still that familiar Ferrari DNA pulsing through the leather, carbon fiber, and razor-sharp lines of the interior. It's a place that makes you feel powerful before you even press the start button. And when you do, the engine doesn't just start, it roars to life like a wild animal. Whether you're weaving through mountain switchbacks or gunning down a straight track, the SF90 communicates with you, challenges you, rewards your confidence, and humbles your arrogance. It's not just fast, it's immersive. Yet, with all its brilliance, the SF90 is not without controversy. Purists might sneer at the hybrid system, arguing that true Ferraris don't need electric assistance. But that mindset is stuck in the past. The future of performance is hybrid, and Ferrari's engineering mastery ensures this transition doesn't dilute the soul, it enhances it. You get the instant torque and efficiency of electric power without sacrificing the operatic scream of the V8. This isn't compromise. This is evolution, done the Ferrari way. And let's talk about value. Is any car truly worth $500,000? That depends on what you value. If you're looking for a commuter or a flashy badge to impress neighbors, you're missing the point entirely. The SF90 isn't for everyone. It's for those who understand what it means to drive, who live for that perfect apex, who dream in red and race fuel. It's a hypercar that doesn't just compete with the best, it dares to redefine what best means. You're not buying a car, you're buying an experience, a slice of automotive history, a machine that bridges the gap between man and machine like few others ever have. What's perhaps most impressive is how Ferrari has managed to blend tradition and innovation so seamlessly. The SF90 could have felt like a Frankenstein's monster of old-school combustion and new-school electrification. Instead, it feels like it was born this way, purpose-built to deliver the best of both worlds. It honors Ferrari's racing legacy while charging into the future with unrelenting ambition. There's no hesitation in its performance, no compromise in its engineering, no dull moment in the drive. It's not just worth the hype, it creates the hype. In a market saturated with competitors chasing the next viral spec sheet or lap time, Ferrari has delivered something deeper. The SF90 isn't just here to race, it's here to remind the world why Ferrari wears the crown. Yes, it costs a fortune. Yes, it's more car than most drivers will ever need. But the magic of the SF90 is that it makes you want to rise to meet it. It invites you to go faster, drive harder, and appreciate the rare kind of excellence that can only come from Maranello. So is the 2025 Ferrari SF90 worth the hype? Unequivocally, yes. It's a masterpiece of engineering, design, and emotion. It's the kind of car that doesn't just impress on paper. It transforms your expectations of what a supercar should be. For those lucky enough to drive one, it won't just be another car in the garage. It will be the car, the one that reminds you why you fell in love with driving in the first place. And in a world that's moving faster than ever, that feeling is priceless. The Ferrari SF90, a hypercar for the modern era. The 2025 Ferrari SF90 isn't just another chapter in the legacy of the prancing horse. It's a manifesto. An audacious declaration that, in an era of digital everything and electric anonymity, soul-stirring speed and hand-built passion still matter. This SF90 is the latest and boldest evolution of Ferrari's hypercar DNA, building unapologetically on the groundwork laid by the original SF90 Stradale. Where its predecessor hinted at the future, the 2025 model seizes it with both fists. Every inch of its refined design is sharper, more purposeful, more unrelenting in its intent. The front fascia alone looks like it was carved from the wind itself, low, aggressive, and ready to attack the horizon. From nose to tail, it's a rolling sculpture of aerodynamics and aggression, speaking fluently in the design language of speed. But what really sets this new SF90 apart isn't just how it looks, it's what lies beneath the skin. Ferrari's engineers went back to the drawing board to rethink what a hybrid hypercar should be. The result is a re-engineered and recalibrated hybrid powertrain that takes everything the original SF90 pioneered and dials it up to 11. The updated hybrid system doesn't just offer better performance. It delivers that performance more intelligently, more efficiently, and with more emotion. The transitions between electric and gas propulsion are so seamless, they feel telepathic. It's not a dual personality. It's a unified beast that adapts to the road, the driver, and the moment. Performance that pushes boundaries. At the core of the SF90 beats a heart that's anything but ordinary. The 4.0-liter twin-turbocharged V8 is a mechanical symphony in itself, producing a fierce 780 horsepower, raw, visceral, and unmistakably Ferrari. It snarls with authority, revs like it's chasing the gods, and delivers its power with surgical precision. But that's only half the equation. Complementing the internal combustion masterpiece is a trio of electric motors that seamlessly add another layer of thrust and intelligence. Together, they produce an eye-watering total of 1,000 horsepower. 1,000. That number alone is enough to silence doubters. But it's what Ferrari does with that power that redefines the game. 0 to 60 miles per hour in under 2.5 seconds isn't just fast. It's a borderline spiritual experience. Blink, and you've already passed legal limits. Keep your foot down, and the SF90 rockets to over 210 miles per hour, holding its line like it's on rails, never flinching, never doubting. This isn't brute force alone, it's finesse at 200 miles per hour. The hybrid system not only contributes to speed but also to balance. It constantly adjusts the torque vectoring to give you maximum grip and agility, especially when carving through corners that would humble lesser machines. The car doesn't just turn, it pivots, as if gravity itself is working in your favor. There's a fluidity to its movements, a sense that you're not just driving the SF90, you're dancing with it. Ferrari's relentless pursuit of performance perfection is also reflected in the revised chassis and suspension system. The 2025 SF90 features a lighter yet more rigid carbon fiber frame, designed to harness all that power without sacrificing driver confidence. The advanced magnetoreological suspension reads the road surface hundreds of times per second, adjusting damping rates to ensure that whether you're tackling a mountain pass or gliding over tracked tarmac, the car feels composed, connected, and alive. And the brakes, massive carbon ceramic rotors, bring this beast back to reality with the same force and grace with which it accelerates. It's the kind of performance envelope that makes the impossible feel natural. Luxury and innovation in harmony. Yet, even with all this unrelenting power, the SF90 is more than just a track weapon. It's a luxury grand tour dressed in hypercar skin. Step inside, And you're welcomed by a cabin that feels more spaceship than sports car, minimalist yet opulent, futuristic yet unmistakably Ferrari. The craftsmanship is immediately apparent. Fine Italian leather hugs the seats, Alcantara lines the ceiling, and real metal accents give every surface a tactile richness. But this is no nostalgia trip. The technology at your fingertips would make a fighter jet jealous. The centerpiece of the driver experience is the fully digital instrument cluster, a curved, high-definition display that adapts based on your drive mode and personal preferences. It delivers everything from navigation to performance telemetry in crisp, vivid detail. Adjacent to it is a sleek touchscreen infotainment system that provides seamless control over navigation, media, and climate functions. Everything is intuitive, elegant, and driver-focused, because in the SF90, the driver is the mission. Even the steering wheel is a marvel of design, wrapped in stitched leather with integrated haptic controls that let you toggle settings with the flick of a thumb, eyes still locked on the road ahead. Technology, though, isn't just for thrill, it's for safety too. The 2025 SF90 comes equipped with a full suite of advanced driver assist features, adaptive cruise control to ease highway stretches, lane departure warning to keep you dialed in, and automated emergency braking for when life throws the unexpected. These features don't intrude on the experience, they empower it, giving you peace of mind without ever stealing the joy of driving. In this car, luxury and innovation are in perfect harmony. It doesn't just coddle the driver, it elevates them. The price tag, a reflection of excellence. Of course, brilliance comes at a price. And for the 2025 SF90, that price starts at a cool $500,000. To some, that number might seem excessive. But for those who understand what the SF90 represents, it's more than justified. This isn't just a car, it's a convergence of art, engineering, and vision. It's the product of thousands of hours of craftsmanship, testing, and innovation. Every bolt, every stitch, every line has been refined to perfection. And that level of attention to detail doesn't come cheap, it comes earned. Beyond the hardware, owning an SF90 is also about joining an exclusive circle. This is a machine reserved for those who don't just appreciate speed but demand soul with their horsepower. It's for drivers who don't just chase lap times, they chase legends. The price is steep, yes, but it's a reflection of everything the SF90 delivers: unmatched performance, bleeding-edge technology, exquisite luxury, and an emotional connection that few machines on Earth can rival. What you're buying with the SF90 isn't just performance metrics or a list of features. You're buying a dream realized. You're buying the culmination of decades of racing heritage, of Ferrari's refusal to compromise, of its relentless march forward. The SF90 doesn't just meet expectations, it obliterates them, redefines them, and then rebuilds them in its own image. It is, quite simply, a masterclass in what happens when you let passion and technology collide. In a world where many cars feel more like digital appliances than driving machines, the 2025 Ferrari SF90 reminds us what it means to truly feel something behind the wheel. It's a car that makes every journey feel like a victory lap. A machine that stirs the senses, challenges your limits, and leaves you breathless. It doesn't just ask the question, "What if?" It answers it with fire, fury, and finesse. And in that rare, beautiful way that only Ferrari can manage, it makes you fall in love with driving all over again. The future of performance isn't cold, quiet, and soulless. The future of performance has a heartbeat. And it roars. Its name is SF90. Conclusion: is it worth the hype? So, is the 2025 Ferrari SF90 worth the hype? After spending time with this extraordinary machine, the answer is clear. It's not just worth the hype, it redefines it. This isn't merely a car, it's a living, breathing statement of what happens when art, science, and passion collide at 210 miles per hour. The SF90 isn't just Ferrari's next step, it's a leap into the future, a stunning showcase of performance, innovation, and luxury that few can rival and even fewer will ever truly understand. From the roar of its twin-turbo V8 to the silent force of its electric motors, every inch of this car pulses with intent. It doesn't just want to go fast, It wants to stir your soul, test your limits, and reward your courage with a driving experience so visceral, it feels almost unreal. Ferrari has never been about building ordinary cars, and the SF90 makes that clearer than ever. It honors the brand's storied past while blazing a path toward an electrified future without losing the soul that defines the prancing horse. It's a hypercar that dares to ask big questions about what a performance machine should be in a new era, and then answers them with breathtaking confidence. It pushes boundaries not just in terms of speed and technology, but in how it makes the driver feel. It's thrilling, elegant, intelligent, and terrifying in all the best ways. The SF90 is a worthy successor in the bloodline of legends. It carries the torch passed down from icons like the Enzo, the LaFerrari, and the F40, and it burns just as brightly, maybe even more so. But it's not simply riding on history, it's creating its own legacy. It's the kind of car that will be talked about for decades, not just for its performance specs, but for what it meant to drive one. It's a love letter to the open road, a challenge to competitors, and a gift to those lucky enough to experience it firsthand. Of course, greatness comes at a price, and the SF90 makes no apologies for that. At around $500,000, it sits in rarefied air. But what you get isn't just horsepower and leather, it's the peak of automotive engineering, crafted with the precision of a Swiss watch and the soul of an Italian opera. For those who crave more than just speed, for those who demand emotion, beauty, and legacy in one impossibly sleek package, the SF90 delivers in spades. So yes, it lives up to the hype. In fact, it surpasses it. The 2025 Ferrari SF90 isn't just a car for the modern era, it's a masterpiece for the ages. If you're looking for a machine that thrills your senses, respects the past, commands the present, and embraces the future, look no further. The SF90 isn't just worth the hype, it is the hype.